Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Jayant Baba. On behalf of the entire Digital Globe team, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the first Digital Globe user meet. As you all know, this is the first user meet, and this meet is the event, as the name says, is to honor the users. So I suggest we start by giving a warm round of applause to all the users. The event is for you, and let's have a clap for you. We have with us a very senior team from Digital Globe. Amongst them, there is Jill Smith, Chief Executive Officer. There's John Ashley, who's Executive Vice President. Abhay Mittal, Senior Director of Sales for South Asia and South America. Dr. Kumar Navlu, Director of Product Management. Mr. Aaron Crane, Vice President, Product Management. And my colleagues. I would quickly run you through the agenda for the meet. From the agenda, it'll become clear to you that the focus is not so much on Digital Globe today. It is more on the users. And it is more of a sharing of experiences by users. And that is what we would like the event to be focused upon. So immediately after this, we will have Jill Smith giving an acknowledgement, followed by a keynote address by Mr. Swaran Subba Rao, Surveyor General, Survey of India. That will be followed by a forestry case study from Dr. Devendra Pandey, who's retired Director General, Forest Survey of India. Then a presentation by Dr. R.S. Huda, Chief Scientist, HARSAC. Then another presentation from Mr. Kaushik Chakravarti, Vice President, Asia Pacific, ERDAS. We'll have a small break. After that, we will have one session chaired by John Ashley and Kumar Navlu on the 8-band challenge winners. Perhaps all of you may be aware of this. In case you are not, this was another initiative by Digital Globe to involve the users and honor them. And the people who have done good research work, they have been evaluated by an independent panel, and each one of them is being rewarded. And this is our way of acknowledging and rewarding users. Then we have Mr. Jerry Mitchell, who is President Photosat. There is a partner technology which comes in and they have some innovative solutions. So we thought we'll bring this to the user forum, and perhaps it could be of some use to you. That will be followed by Mr. Babar, Executive Director, KIDC, followed by Mr. Mark Ashwell, who will cover Digital Globe Defense Intelligence offerings. And we'll conclude with the Customer Awards, which is again our recognition of users. So I'm sure you don't want to hear me anymore. May I invite Jill?
Thank you very much, and let me reinforce how delighted we all are with your presence here today. We're delighted by the broader user community and the commitment that you all have to supporting your customers. We hope that we can fully match that commitment in terms of how we support you today. So welcome and thank you for being here, all of you. I think you are aware that we believe this region is the most important region for us in terms of growth, development, opportunity, and are making significant investments across the board. As a company, as you are all fully aware, we've made a lot of investments in space. WorldView 2 became operational at the beginning of 2010, so we've had a full year in which we've really been able to step up the level of collection, stereo and mono, coverage and refresh of the region, and so we've seen a stark improvement in terms of our ability to meet your data requirements. And as I think you're aware, we have made a decision to go ahead and launch WorldView 3, which we expect to be launched in 2014. And like WorldView 2, WorldView 3 is also an 8-band satellite, and so we'll be able to further enhance and deepen our capabilities for here in the region. On the ground, we've also made a significant investment. We have made investment in terms of our capabilities to produce highly accurate finished maps. We have increased 8-fold the production capacity we have, and have made investments that haven't yet been launched that are going to enable us to produce fully produced maps at about a 1-meter accuracy. Today they're in the 4 to 5 meter accuracy, and look forward to talking more about that capability and what it means for you all here today. The investments that we've made in delivery, we believe we are the leader in terms of what we call cloud services and those capabilities. And the reason we think that we can claim leadership on that front is not because we can deliver online. A lot of people continue with data, although I know that we're doing an extraordinary job in the region supporting your data requirements. But how can we help you take costs and time out of that cycle from data all the way through to decision making? And some of you may have heard me talk yesterday about, as a result, our focus on developing insight products, which move you and the products that we can deliver to you closer to the decision. How do we do that? Is not only having the data through the image library, the investments we've made there. We have almost all of India covered, and about 60% of it is less than 1 year old. And within the next 6 months, we expect essentially all of India to be mapped at about to be less than 1 year old. The investments that we've made to produce, to put finished product and make that available on an automated basis. The cloud capabilities so we can deliver finished mapping products to you literally in real time, so that as we capture imagery, we can make it readily available to you. And then going to that next step, which is where 8-band really comes in, is then being able to extract insight and information from that imagery. So instead of just presenting you with the imagery associated with the forest, as I spoke about yesterday, but to be able to literally do automated analysis to identify species, to identify changes in that forestry where there's deforestation, to be able to identify land use, land cover on an automated basis. Why does that matter? Because then instead of spending your time and energies literally amassing and collecting the data, instead allowing you to spend your time and precious resources with a level of insight to drive towards decision making. So I've probably sat in a dozen or 15 meetings over the last couple of days, and to a person I hear a crying need to make sure that you can get the data, but also the problems that you're dealing with are complex, and I can say with certainty that we are moving in the right direction to help support you make even better, more cost-effective and more time-sensitive decisions on that front. So investments in the sky, investments in the ground, investments in product enabled through those, and last but by no means least, investment in the people. We have materially expanded our level of local resource and support here. We now have 5 people dedicated to the region full-time, as well as we have added significant resources around the globe, but also in the US, focused specifically on product for civil government customers, product for enterprise customers, as well as defense and intelligence customers. And so what that means for you is our evidence of our commitment to support you in your requirements here. So I am personally delighted and looking forward to hearing from you all today. I've heard a lot over these last couple of days, and as I say, know with some confidence that we can be doing more. We're not doing enough to support you, and to hear more about the things you're doing is just energizes us and enables us to step out and reach you. So with that, I would like to say thank you all once again. We look forward to moving on and serving you even better than we have in the past, and know that we are here to listen to you. So as you have questions, problems, concerns, or otherwise, please ask, speak up, create a dialogue, and that's how we can best serve you all. And so with that, I'll say thank you all very much.